YouTube! You can't hear or see it, but I'm doing that little Malachi hand rub thing that he does to the cam.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. There you go. This will be our review for Sonic 3. Peak cinema, a beauty of a movie. First, we're going to be doing non-spoiler stuff, obviously. Talking about maybe some of our favorite references, lines, and stuff that just made us happy. And then we're going to get to the deeper stuff.
Real deep.
Here, there'll be a timestamp, probably, hopefully, if editor Soul cares to put on screen. And if you want to not see the spoiler stuff, or if you did want to see the spoiler stuff, it'll be there. So, yeah. So I think one of my favorite stuff was a lot of the references that they made.
Yeah, the references
to obviously the Sonic Adventure 2 as well. Like off rip, they had them say like, what that one line like, talk about a low budget flight, go for the movie. Like, just saying that is like iconic to like everyone, pretty much in their own way.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not looking at my. Well, I am looking at my phone. I'm trying to find something so I could properly get my thoughts together for this movie.
There was a lot of parts where you like point at the screen and you're like, hey, that's a reference. And hey, I know that.
Of course, I mean, the basics of Chow Garden. I mean, it's just, there's a lot going to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought even the Chow Garden thing was cool.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course.
Like, even if they don't introduce, like, Chow creatures themselves into the verse, I think it's so cool how they're like, hey, let's at least have a reference to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot to introduce, so they do not need to rush to Chows at all.
Yeah, especially with characters in general.
Like,
I don't think anyone's gonna trust that they didn't introduce Chows themselves.
Bro, you gotta reference them, bro. That's the best you can ask for at this point.
Oh, 100%. Especially when everyone wants a Chow Garden in some type of Sonic media game now.
I think, what's it called? I mean, we should go from the beginning. That little race he did in the beginning. Nice little comfy way to segue. I thought they were gonna just immediately get into the shadow stuff when he got like lost or whatever. I didn't know they were gonna do that birthday shit with him. Oh my.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I did that.
Are we doing no spoiler or spoiler right now?
No spoiler right now.
Okay, cool. Well, they have a fucking race.
But that's not like a major thing. That's something they showed in like trailers and stuff.
Okay. Hey, they showed that? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, nice little race. You know what I'm saying? I liked it.
It was a nice little family bonding thing. They showed like how they are like working together now in a way.
Oh yeah.
Obviously they're not key working together all the time, but it's cool showing that they're like, oh yeah, we fuck with each other, you know.
Yeah. They're best friends. I stated multiple times, so you know it's cool. I like it. I like how they feel like a genuine friendship going between the three of them, bro.
Yeah, this is just not like. It's just not like there, you know. I don't know how to like fully explain it, but it's not like getting too much into details and spoiling it right now.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. How
it's like
I don't know
brotherly love in a way, I guess to say it.
Between Sonic and Knuckles,
like you see the growth and everything.
A lot of growth between them specifically, but I mean, also Tails, bro. I feel like he was actually like something in this movie.
I loved Tails.
Yeah, he was amazing in this movie. Like he was like a genuine like. Cause when he was introduced in the second movie, obviously like he was there, he was doing the thing, and I liked him. But I feel like he wasn't like. It was kind of like he was there to be the sidekick. Whereas in
like
this
he was
one,
there
he
to
was like
introduced.
Yeah, he was like
first.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know that's the point of it, but it wasn't like they. I feel like they didn't do as much with him that they could have.
Yeah, I just feel like there was. I don't know. He just literally felt like Robin. But like here, he really felt like he was like his own separate character that like really mattered.
Yeah, especially like some of the. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna say now, but one of the scenes that I really liked of him that he was in, I was like,
you mean one of the last? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was thinking about that the whole time. I was like, oh, can't say that. Can't say that. What do you mean? What do you mean? What is? Let's talk about Shadow.
Oh, are you kidding me, bro?
It's hard to talk about it without
designs,
spoilers,
bro.
I mean, like they did everything perfectly.
First, can we appreciate the CGI?
Oh my, yeah. Hold on. So let's talk about the CGI, bro.
from when we got that first trailer. Do you remember that first trailer that dropped for the first Sonic movie? We had the ugly design.
I remember,
Sonic.
bro. I remember seeing that, and what was it? It was like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, it was a good amount of years ago by now. I remember seeing that, I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we've reached the pinnacle of stop turning everything into a movie. And I'm so happy they just listened to the people and continue, bro. 'Cause, oh my god.
Yeah, that was a great thing that they did. And it's not like it was perfect or anything, but it still looked good from after they changed it.
Yeah. I mean, if you try to sit there rushing perfection or whatever, it's like, I feel like it's just the fact like they found their key little like way they want to do it, and then they just went off. They took off with it each time. It just got better and better each one. So I feel like the first one that we watched in your room when I was doing the laptop, bro, was like, the movie we have today compared to that movie is just like CGI out of this.
You can see
and there's so many hedgehogs.
Of
it's
it.
like, I mean, not hedgehogs, but there's
yes,
so many.
There's
of
so
them,
many
so it's
characters
like,
that they introduced. It's because I was saying that during like that last segment where it's like, I don't want to say it too much, but it's like you have just like the hedgehog characters, you have, you know, the things you're going against. Like this is all CGI.
Yeah,
and to what I remember, they had a lower budget than Mufasa. To what I remember.
That's crazy work. Oh yeah, they know about the revivals, right? That was in the trailer. Yeah, bro. It's the fact that like that Jim Carrey plays both of those characters, and there's like you're constantly seeing them together, and it doesn't look crazy
That's
at all.
impressive.
Like, and they also look like they genuinely
it doesn't look
look
like the
different.
green screen
They look like
looks
different.
noticeable.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's not like the green screen looks
Every
bad.
every time I saw him, I was genuinely sitting there like, dang. They like do this.
Is that really it?
Like, yeah, it's just like there's no way that like they don't have a stunt double. But I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is face to face. Like it's not like I'm seeing the back of his head.
No one can act like Jim Carrey like that, dude.
Bro. Jim Carrey actually also Jim Carrey spads in this movie, bro. He get every. I mean, yeah, he plays robot.
So
he plays both robot and me. So like he played both characters. At first, I didn't realize that was Jim Carrey playing the Grant Gerald until you said so.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's just a different guy that looks oddly a lot like Jim Carrey. How did they find that? You're like, oh yeah, it's crazy how they can both play that. And you're like, I was like, what? He's both of them?
And then what they said, it's not Gertie's point. What they said that one line when they were like, it's almost like we played by the same character. Like I thought that was funny. Like a funny little like wall breaking moment in a way.
Nice little thing that has, especially in the year of Deadpool and Wolverine. It was nice to have a nice little wall break out of ya.
Oh, what was that one thing you were saying earlier? You said you had like a small thing that like wasn't like bothering you, but you had that.
Oh yeah, I just like because one of the things because Shadow is a huge character today, bro. So I was just hoping that they wouldn't try to delve so deep into Shadow that they basically like forget like this is Sonic's movie. This is Sonic. This is his last movie of the trilogy. So like they still made him important, and I love that. Like they didn't just like. Because obviously they made Shadow important as he was like the antagonist of the movie, but or whatever, yeah. But it was like he like still like Sonic still felt like he was the main character, and I feel like there was a chance that they were gonna like I don't know Naruto the motherfucker or something, bro. Like I don't know. It's like obviously he's gonna be the main character at the end, but like you know Sasuke was always there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the design was amazing. Especially for Shadow.
Oh my, yeah, literally, every time I looked at him with the CGI, I'm like, yo, they just bad.
There was like no bad scene.
The CGI was amazing throughout the entire movie, I'll say that. But there was like 4 like strips of hair that goes in the middle of the like the red highlight in his hair. And every time I saw it, it just caught my eye. I don't understand why.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I just caught my eye myself. But I mean, no, but it looked great. Like they literally look like I feel like if I had to have the Sonic people in real life, that's exactly what they would look like.
That's what it. Yes, that's exactly what it would be like.
Fuck yeah, I'm spoiling. Okay.
All right, we gonna spoil it for already. Honestly, shit, that works for me, bro.
I mean, we should start from the beginning. Boom. The race scene.
I thought it was a nice little like start segment for
that was an amazing segment, especially because they spun back to that. It was a nice way to segue through. I mean, like that's just like feel like that's a main trope in a kids movie where like they'll do something in the beginning and then like spin back to it at the end. Not like they do that perfectly. I think there was only like very few moments where I was like, oh yeah, this is a kids movie. I think the only
obviously with
like,
the comedy he has to sometimes.
Where I was like, obviously a Sonic comedy is a kids game or a kids franchise, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna forget that. But it was just like
I think it still appealed to the older
audience. Yeah, still. I mean, especially because they got Jim Carrey to say "damn," and I was like, "Oh, I love that."
Yeah,
he was like,
there was like
I don't give a damn,
like,
looker. Damn about your opinion. I love that.
Even though they had some parts that was like corny jokes, or like there was segue from like not like a sad scene, but like a scene that had a bit of emotion to like a funny part. It was like okay, not that it couldn't like lash me into that scene, but it was like okay, maybe in future stuff the comedy isn't too much.
Yeah,
that's I don't mind the comedy. It's not like I feel like I hated the comedy. I still laughed.
I feel like they still did that, but I feel like if they do like a Shadow spin-off where it's like him as the main character, I feel like they'll stray more away from.
Oh yeah, no, it would definitely be.
And it was
it would definitely be more.
I think the only part that made me like, I was like, okay, kids movie, kids little cringe joke was when he was like something. I think they popped into the child garden place, and then when the henchman came on a motorcycle, he spun up, and then Sonic was like, "Konnichiwa, what?" I was like, that was so
that was so.
I was like, he forced that line so heavily, bro.
I honestly thought you were gonna say the moment where he was like, the robotics that entered the chat.
Oh, no. See, that was. I feel like that was very Gen Z of him, and I love that so much, bro. No. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. He is, Jim Carrey is a streamer, bro. I don't care.
I was like, Ivan is canonically a streamer in the Sonicverse, and we just don't know it. I liked how they did the story for Maria. I think even though they couldn't show her getting like gunned down, I think the idea how they still did it was
and just blowing her up, like,
showing it was an accidental shot. They had some explosions.
Yeah, like how they like at the end, like at first the whole time I'm like, okay, so like the fucking commander guy, like he was a dickhead, but he was a little remorseful of it. But the reason he was remorseful is because like he didn't want her to die in the first place.
Because he tried stopping it.
He was the one who was trying to stop her from dying.
Because he was still like, hey, you're kids, we just want Shadow.
Now look, I did forget.
We just want Shadow and the Professor.
What's he called? Oh yeah, like Shadow, like he was a kid. Like when Robotnik came in, he was like, yo, they trying to we gotta go to like him and Maria. He was like, kids, we gotta go. Shadow's a grown ass man. Cause I'm just thinking Keanu Reeves. So that's a grown ass man.
50 years ago,
yeah.
That was one thing also with. I was really interested of how they, I guess, like spawned in Shadow, because obviously, like in the games and everything, like he was created by Gerald, like the Black Doom held him out and everything. But in the movie, he just comes from an asteroid.
Yeah,
and he's bonded with that and everything. I thought that was so like cool because that still leaves a mystery, you know.
Yeah, I was still thinking that. I was like, it makes it nice to have a spin-off because they never actually ended up explaining how Shadow was like came about really. Because I mean, they spoke about so many times about like, I mean that's the first thing they met. It was like, yo, bro, why you look like me, my nigga? But he was like, yo, move on.
You look like me.
I was like, move on, bro. You look like me, though. Kind of like, what you mean? You look like, like fine. You look like me, gang. But I was like,
constant back and forth,
It's a nice little thing. Like if they, I mean, when they do make that spin-off, it's something they'll probably definitely touch on. Something nice.
100%. Whether it's related to like Black Doom stuff in a way, in their own way, that's different from like the games and everything that we've seen. I think that would be cool.
I think
not that I'm expecting Doom to be like a main villain in like a series or anything, but it depends on also how they do it. Because I don't know if they're planning to want to do a show or a movie for Shadow. I wouldn't know.
Like,
I would obviously prefer
a movie. What's it called? Movie for him just because I don't know. It's like a show is something I would work for like Tales now. I feel like a show for Tales.
Oh yeah, no, a Tales show would be pretty cool.
And I'll watch it immediately. But yeah, I feel like Shadow. Like they could work a show out, but I feel like it would be better formatted because there's a different format that you have.
And Shadow's also on that popularity.
I mean, it's not like he ain't gonna sell, bro. Come on.
Because obviously, as much as we're like saying we want it, obviously they're gonna think, oh yeah, what it's gonna sell if we make a movie. obviously a Shadow movie's gonna sell. Are you kidding me?
As much as Sonic nowadays, and that's what made me worry. 100%. I was like, damn.
Especially now.
I was like, damn, they know how much Shadow's name sells right now. They're gonna make this movie all about Shadow. That was still like important for everyone. Yeah. Literally, it was like, cause the movie's obviously mostly about Sonic and Shadow, but I feel like I still got a whole lot of character from, I mean, not even just a sacrifice, but a lot of character out of Robotnik. His fucking little henchman, I got a lot of character out of him, bro. I got a lot of character out of like Knuckles. I got a Knuckles, Tails, all of it. I feel like they all got good character. Like they were all like properly characterized in the movie.
Yeah.
Even Tom and the
way how they were treated.
I can't remember. Is it Rachel?
No,
Rachel's
his sister. Yeah. Just because that was just dumb. I don't remember it either, to be honest. But
Maddie. No, Chica's her real name. I was like, I don't remember no Chica's, bro. Her name's Maddie. Okay. Man, even like Maddie and fucking Tom are good. And Tom, bro. At first, when I first saw the trailers and everything, I was like, I need Tom to die. And as we were coming upon the where the scaffolding or whatever, like the poles are falling on top of him, or like about to, I was like, yo, I don't want Tom to die here. And no, I like how they did it. It was like he still got his like emotional scene, but he didn't die. I love that. Yeah.
That, and then they still give him that poor role, obviously, you know, like the shadow hit him and everything. So it, like, I wasn't expecting him obviously to die there. I was hoping he really wasn't going to.
Yeah.
If he did, I would be crazy.
And if he did, I don't know how you're gonna forgive Shadow for that one. I mean, Sonic would have went all the way in that case. Oh, I'm gonna say it, bro. But I just like how they had him hit him, and I like how you saw remorse on Shadow's face after he realized. I mean, yeah, when you see like
especially because he's so
man,
like
you're like, yeah, you know, that thing got Maria killed, trying to get me killed, bonding everything, all that. He's like really the thing in his eyes, but you know, they feel like he once he saw Tommy, he was like, oh shit, man. And then as it went on, Shadow
I was like, in that position once.
Yeah, he was like, he feel like he was looking at Sonic, and then he was like, oh damn, man, like what I gotta do type shit, like I didn't mean to, but like it is what it is.
I gotta do what I have to. And his ideology, what was for Maria at the time.
Justice for Maria.
I thought they put a good actor for Maria as well.
Also, yeah, she was an amazing.
Random side note.
Like, low-key, like, I hate when kids act, but like she low-key ate, like she ate that shit. She ate that shit. Yeah, she really felt like Maria.
She did good, yeah. I mean, you know, blonde girl, if you can.
I mean, yeah, they got like the perfect character.
Let me not say the casting isn't like hard to do, but obviously having the person play it right is a
I guess she genuinely felt like an innocent, kind, light-hearted child, bro. Like it felt like as a viewer, I was like, yo, Shadow, protect her because I know she's about to get fucking gunned.
No pun intended.
No, I was thinking of saying that, and I chose not to. Get you? You see the difference?
I thought the captain dying was kind of crazy.
Yeah, honestly,
I wasn't expecting that.
When he died, it felt very forced in movie or like child movie. Oh, he died, nobody care about him, so like nobody's gonna cry type shit. But at the same time, I feel like
in retrospect for a military leader, it was like, oh damn.
Yeah, so I was thinking about it as an adult. I'm like, oh damn, he died. Like that's crazy work. Well, obviously,
I wasn't expecting that to happen. And
I was not expecting him to die.
Because I was like, oh damn, like we're not seeing this getting like serious on the level, but I was like, oh okay.
Because and also like it was like I knew
like
Sonic was gonna be mad about somebody dying, or I mean I figured it would be Tom dying, but I feel like Sonic was gonna be mad about someone dying or getting hurt. So when I saw it was him, I was like, oh, is it just that? Is like that's the only thing that he was like, what did you do type shit? But yeah, obviously no, it wasn't. Which I fucked with heavy.
Yeah, I had him in Tom.
No, I was like, because when he was sitting there with him, I was like, damn, you kind of feel heavily for him. Damn, like I know it's this heavy. I was like, damn, like I hope this isn't the the thing that gets him like really, set him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, I know you followed the guy, but I like this.
Sonic was sick too.
Angry Sonic was it, bro. Like he was on business.
I think that was cool.
Yeah. I love seeing that out of him. It shows a lot of character.
because we're always used to the, you know, cocky, greedy, not greedy, but, you know, the cocky,
Yeah, the
like,
cocky,
hey,
yeah.
Sonic,
Cocky
you know,
jokester, yeah.
like, all cheerful and everything, and then seeing, like, him realize, like, this is serious right now. Like, obviously he knows he's a serious situation, but when someone like Tom gets hurt, he's like, hold on.
Mm.
Like, I gotta lock in and do this, you know?
And I see him turn around and hit that, what did you do? I was like, oh, no, he on demon time. Like, Shadow, you might get a step away for this one. I don't know, man. Bro, that just caught me back. The soundtrack, they hit that perfectly, bro.
Yes,
for everything
the soundtrack
that
was
needed,
great.
bro.
For every moment, I think this song was perfect. Whether it was obviously the remix, which we'll talk about when we get to that moment, but I think the songs that they picked were really good. The only song that was like, obviously a lot of people had an issue with was like that Run It song, which was like a country song, and a lot of people were thinking like, yeah, just because it wasn't like, because the first two Sonic movies had amazing songs. Like I think was it the first one I think that had Kid Cudi on it?
Oh no, I remember it.
So that one, everyone was obviously like, oh wow, this is amazing and everything. So you had like this whole completely different like country type one, and it was like, normally when they release a song like that, you're thinking like, oh wow, like this is what they're gonna show like at the end. So a lot of people are like thinking like, oh, this is gonna be showing like the final fight or like really last scene and stuff like that. Honestly, they did it differently.
I know what you mean though. Fuck. There's something you said and I thought something and it just left my mind. I was thinking like 30 different things at the same time. From the Chow Garden to, I mean, we already spoke about fucking Jim Carrey, but you know, me Robotnik again for the first time when he's like fucking fat and watching the fucking soap opera or whatever, like, yeah, it was
Yes, that was so
that,
funny.
It was perfect. And, what's it called? Is it fucking Henchman? Have like they had the same kind of theme for him the entire his entire segue throughout the movie, like his whole character development, but it's like I tried to really see it out. Probably because of what happens at the end, but like I really got to really see it out this movie, and I was like, damn, I really feel for this henchman.
Yeah, even someone like him, I was like, wow, like
I was like, I didn't leave that
like a character.
Yeah, there was like no moment where I left that movie like, damn, I didn't fuck with this character. Like everyone, like I left that movie thinking their character was better than I initially gave him as.
Yeah. Act 2. I'm trying to think. I loved. I know I keep on saying the designs, man, but like.
Yes.
We have to glaze the designs a little bit. What's up, Soki? We have to glaze the designs, bro. Like Shadow Man. I think there were definitely moments where you could hear like the Keanu. Not that it was bad having Keanu, right? But you could hear like the acting part of Keanu, like where it's like Keanu's speech, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was a lot of
like
parts
we hear like
the
you know, like when he stuff like that, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. I think it's really cool when he does that. But like voice acting, like when it comes like out like voice acting, it's like okay, you know.
Yeah, it was just like, it was
like
so
that's
many
not
parts
exactly what you
there,
would
like,
expect.
and I was, because like when he was like he was supposed to be like in like an innocent hedgehog from space just meeting Maria. In my mind, I was like, that's Keanu Reeves.
Hearing Keanu's voice was like,
that's Keanu.
I know
That's Keanu.
It was like,
But at the same time, I was like, because it was like for when he's supposed to be more innocent, I'm like, damn, that's Keanu. But like whatever he's like I literally I feel like just anything in the past, I'm just sitting there like, damn, that's Keanu. Like although it didn't really take away from me because I'm a grown ass man, shouldn't take away from me, you know. But you know, I was sitting there like, damn, that's Keanu. And then toward the end, you know, where he's obviously like 50 years in the future, I'm like, yeah, that's Shadow.
Keanu.
That's Shadow in Keanu. That's Keanu in Shadow's body.
Another thing I really liked was them showing, obviously I knew they would honestly show like the bonding and everything with Maria and Shadow, but I liked the way how they did it. Like they were acting like how like kids, you know?
Yeah, they were like acting like,
because obviously they typically were young and everything. They're just locked up in this confinement thing. Like they wanted to have fun, bond, and everything.
And I feel like they perfectly went through the route of like like what you see in the basic traditional story between an alien and the kid who found the alien. And they just did it perfectly. Like, they didn't have to do anything differently. Yeah, I felt like the bond was genuine. It didn't feel like it was just Maria and Shadow. I felt like, like those were actual two bonding.
Yeah, it wasn't just like, it wasn't just like, oh yeah, everyone
No,
knows how Maria and
even
Shadow
when
is, we just want to do that.
when she first met, I watched you miss that shit and it bothered me. But nah, I'm probably behind. But like I just watched you miss one. Fucking.
No, I was like, what are you talking about? Since I'm in the movie. I was like, what?
This when Maria first met Shadow, and then she was like, why did you think of Bruiser so much? Like basically what she was doing through the fucking glass or whatever. While he was
And
like,
then she made the little.
yeah, I was like,
and everything.
it felt genuine. Like she, that's that type of person. I feel like probably the actor, bro. The actor did amazing, like low key.
Yeah, like she actually like, not like obviously like they would have Maria be like a kid and everything, but it felt like I was watching these two people like actually bond the entire time. Like obviously not just like as friends, but like family, you know. So it was like really cool having that.
Also, even with Gerald, the whole time I was like, I see that he like had love for Maria, but I was like, why does he have so much love for Maria but doesn't have like anything for the actual son that's upon, or the grandson that's upon his intellect? So I felt like that was weird at first, but then there was this one when the end came and he was like, "You're not Maria."
I was like, oh damn.
Okay, I was like,
that's such a
yeah, really.
Like obviously I kind of figured like Gerald was gonna like not like portray at the end fully, but I knew he was gonna be like trying to do his own thing. So when he was like, oh, you don't know Maria, I was like, oh damn. That's gonna,
because even knowing
I was
that,
not
like,
expecting that.
Because like I basically knew at one point Sonic and Eggman were gonna be on the team, and the next point Eggman and he was gonna be with his grandfather. It still felt like it didn't feel like, oh shit, I already know what's gonna happen, yada yada. It was kind of like, how the fuck does that happen in this type of like?
How did we get to that point?
You're seeing how it's like all executed. It was really nicely done. So I mean, I like that Robotnik kind of question that nigga like, yo, bro, please, bro. Like, you look like me, but like
what is he actually doing?
So then, like at first I thought they were gonna end it where he was just like, what's it called? He was like, oh wow, you are my grandpa. But he's like, yo, 50 years, gang, where have you been? And obviously, like, the Robotnik, that's not Gerald's fault in the slightest. So it's like, it didn't really feel like there was like a wrong person in the thing either. It was just kind of like, I understand everybody
like a right or wrong situation.
Yeah. Like I mean, like obviously Gerald's
wrong
going to destroy the world, whatever. But like, can you really blame him
whatever.
for feeling that? Like, can you really blame him for feeling that though? Like, a bunch of people that say, Shadow's power is too much. So in his eyes, they ended up killing Maria and then jailing him for 50 years and blaming him for it. Yeah. That's crazy work. I'd want to blow the world up too. I'd want to piss on the moon too. They pissed on the moon! I didn't think they would do it. I didn't think they would do it. And I was so happy that they did it.
They pissed on the fucking moon.
Like that just came back to me. Because the whole time I'm sitting there joking, I'm like, but they're not going to actually piss on the moon because the moon affects the gravitational thing. And it's
in
all,
the trailer,
it's
like, still like awesome that they did it.
I was like, they actually pissed on the moon, bro.
Because I wasn't thinking it was going to be like how they did it, like accidentally, like in a way, not accidental, but like them trying to like move the thing around. I thought there was like how it was gonna be like in the game, where they wanted to show off the power of the of the arc and everything.
Yeah, what you mean, yeah.
Which
I mean that little fight scene was between that one female agent that's what's it called? The female agent that like took over after the old man died.
Oh yeah, with the guy died.
Like how that little.
Only here. Gerald being red pill and doing his joke saying, oh yeah, a woman in the military. That was hysterical. We forgot to mention that in the thing, but we just wanted I wanted to bring that up to you guys. Yeah.
Being set off.
Continue.
Like, Knuckles, I love Knuckles, bro. Idris Elba hits it, bro. Idris Elba hits it, bro. He was like,
Idris Elba,
with the fucking break.
When I first heard he was voicing,
I was like, no.
I was like,
I feel like that was like, I feel like that's a Hollywood grab, but nah, he actually does it, bro. Like, I understand why him and Keanu Reeves want their own spinoff. Damn. Yeah. I know exactly where they're going with it. But I just thought I forgot about the spinoff. They're definitely gonna hit, and I'm not even mad at that. As long as they could like, get Shadow his good. Because low key, since they're gonna want to keep comedy in it, since it's like a PG-13 thing and still for kids, I feel like Knuckles is a perfect way to have Shadow bring the darkness while Knuckles brings the comedy and like
yeah. But they obviously don't still have their seriousness.
Yeah. But yeah, with Shadow you have to have seriousness, and I mean they clearly understood that in this movie. They showed that perfectly, but they also show like it's a kids movie and we still gonna do that kid shit. They got the
little part when they went also to the when he first went met Gerald and everything. I just liked that little segment. I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I know a lot of that was obviously for comedy, but I thought it was funny having like, you know, when they did like that ghost comparison and like Shadow beat a ghost.
Oh yeah, the whole boo thing. That was hilarious. I liked it. I liked it a lot actually. Cause like, I remember somebody said that they were scared of Sonic. And I was like, how can you be scared of Sonic? Or like the movie?
No, it was the Knuckles saying that he was like scared of ghosts.
No, like somebody IRL was like, no, the Sonic movie scared me. And I was like, what?
Are you serious? I didn't know what?
Yeah, and then I was like, what? And then I was watching that, as I was watching it in theaters, I was like, this is the only thing I can see scaring anybody in some type of way or whatever. But like, but I was just thinking about that all the time, but it was like, what's it called? Knuckles is a hilarious ass character. I like how they do him perfectly, bro. I've always just seen him as like,
I do think like it,
yeah. Like kind of like with him, it was always either like make him like Shadow or make him a meathead. And since they had Shadow, it's perfect. Like he made him a meathead or whatever, bro. But it's like even when he went to get before I even get on that, I was talking about Gerald's introduction. Obviously, we knew it Gerald, but I feel like for people first time seeing it, I thought that was it just looked so good. Like seeing his like Shadow come up, you got to see his like little mustache a couple times. You probably be like, "Who the hell is this?" Yeah, I love that, bro. They did that perfectly. Fuck Gerald, but it was when was it? What's it? Oh, when Shawnee wanted to get the Chaos Emerald or whatever. I feel like they did that perfectly too. It was like seeing like the anger out of, and like I mean the exposition at the beginning where Knuckles was telling Maddie like, yeah, bro, I really tweak out on anybody who tried to take this thing. Like I really on BD for this crystal,
yeah,
or this emerald. But he's still
like, there's no trust. Not like at the end, you know, he's angry, but then you're like, okay, like I'm still gonna trust you with this.
Yeah,
you know, we made this promise. I know you're good enough to do this fight. You know you're frustrated right now.
So you just like there's a genuine bond between him, Knuckles, and Tails, bro. And I love that. But they did that perfectly in this movie. And then, oh my gosh, I've been holding back from saying it. The fucking fight scene between Sonic and Shadow.
Dude, that shit was so cinematic.
And I just. I mean, even before we even get to the cinematicness of it, I just love how they switch from the peak of fucking Goku versus Vegeta to me watching Jim Carrey spanking himself. That's what I. That's really what I was seeing.
Funny.
That was it literally caught me off guard, so it just felt so much funnier. Like it felt like I was a kid watching some dumb shit happen. Like I got the genuine laugh that a kid would have got out of that.
Like they had the most serious fight and then just goes to jail just speaking.
I was like, yo, bro, what? I'm sitting here mesmerized by what I'm seeing, bro, because I was not expecting. I didn't think that they could have both of them super at the same exact time from one crystal. So like seeing that happen, I'm like, yo, well, hold on, they kind of bugging out. They zooming around here and there, and then he all of a sudden I'm still watching a grown man get spanked by his grandpapa. I was like, yo, bro.
And can we just appreciate the fact of how that fight
it looked like I was watching like a live action Dragon Ball.
I couldn't remember if it was Sonic or Shadow doing it, but like when it was the one person punching the other bro and you're going like to continent,
it was Sonic.
Like,
I mean, it was Shadow. It was Shadow doing it. It was Shadow doing it.
That's like literally
first, I think
that's how powerful they actually are, and it's like the fact that they mesmerized that, not just mesmerized it, but the fact that they had that on lock is so amazing.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just like, and it's the way they made
obviously
it
in
look
games
perfect.
you have that feeling feeling.
Yeah, you obviously
Like
feel
in
like
games
you're
you had that
fast.
feeling, but you don't see it like that.
It's just like I feel like in a game they need to like. I feel like one thing out of the game they've never done a fight between two very fast people where you can really just see them kind of like going crazy upon like here and there and like you could really tell like I felt like I was watching the CW Flash before it got computer. And like that was an amazing feeling. I used to love the CW Flash like in my heart.
I thought the design of obviously was really good.
Yeah, I didn't realize how they were gonna, or I didn't know how they were gonna make them look different. But I mean, they made it clearly different. I mean, like number one, Shadow's whiter, and Shadow's super thing.
I know what you mean. Yeah, the gold is different.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, they did that nicely. Like I was obviously at most 90% of the time I was able to tell who was hitting who at what point. And I mean, for most of the part, most of the fight was like going in Shadow's favor until he said some shit about Tom or whatever, right? He said something about Tom, Tom, and then Sonic was like, "Yo, pal, let me tee up on you."
We don't play like that around here. A lot there, you know?
Yeah, I love that, bro. The whole time I'm like, dang, like it's like Sonic's in his super mode, but like Shadow's still kind of like keeping up and working them. You know, like I thought they were just gonna like do that to get Shadow to get the thing, and then all of a sudden they're fighting on par. But even when Shadow gets the super, you know, he's still putting hands on Shadow, or it's not even more than he was before. I mean, because like before Shadow was just kind of like blocking, defending, hitting back, and then when he gets the super, you know, he's actually sending him content, and then you know doing what he did. But it was like once Sonic finally got that like, yo, bro, I'm about to tee up on bro for talking about Tom again after what he did. That's when you got to see like a back and forth fight between them. You know, like see. I don't know. It felt so surreal watching, what's it called? Shadow get decked in the face by Sonic, bro. Oh, dang.
That was so cool.
Like, he put straight paws on, knuckles on, bro, face. Like, that's crazy.
I thought the way how Sonic also pulled up when he first went super and he charged at them, they're like, is that a missile? You know, like that was so cool.
Oh,
when he was like flying up to the arc. And you were like, is that a missile? Or is it guns and missiles? I'm like, nah, that's too fast for a missile. You know, like that was like, yo. Then he just crashes through the window, just grabbing only Shadow. Instead of being like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna like stop them completely. No, he's like, nah, I just want to fight Shadow.
Yeah.
It's just seeing that pure frustration and anger is so cool.
I feel like, bro. It's just like literally at that point, I forgot I was watching a kid's movie. I was like, somebody might die.
Honestly, yeah.
He might murder him here.
That was also like at the end, it literally felt like not like someone was gonna die, but it was like there's a possibility.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't know what route they would take to Shadow there. I mean, I literally forgot that Keanu wanted to let him. Keanu saying number one that he wants to continue. They're not gonna pass up on that. Never.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, number one, it's Shadow. Number one, but if Keanu wants to continue, they're not passing up on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like that, and then what's it called? Like, yeah, watching him like hold his fist over Sonic, bro. I was like, or holding his fist over Shadow.
Sonic holding his fist over, yeah.
I was like, yo, like he might really put like straight paws on him and like really hurt him badly if you don't kill him at least. But then, what got him to get back into it?
Yeah, because he was like, hit me right here, and then he pointed to his chest. But then you remember like in the beginning, Tom did that same thing. He was like,
oh yeah,
nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I like it was like a lot of. I mean, obviously that's like a kid thing that happens in movies a lot or whatever. But I just like the nice like spin backs to the beginning of the movie. Because obviously the beginning of the movie went by quickly because there was a lot to get through. I mean, they developed like 6 characters. At the very least, they perfectly developed 6 characters, bro. Knuckles, Shadow, Sonic, Tails, Robotnik, Gerald, the fucking henchman, Tom. I just named 8. But like, it's just. Oh, nah, that's so amazing, bro. And then
and then the little talk that they had.
Yeah, the talk.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I like the talk.
Because he was like, he was like, wow, like this isn't like our way, you know, like he's like, we can't like.
Yeah, like it didn't feel like I was like watching him like
people...
talk no Jew to him. I felt like I was like, I really saw like Shadow like even throughout the whole thing, Shadow was kind of like iffy on what he was doing, but he was like still like, yo, Maria need this justice coming. Like, why wouldn't she? But like at the same time, you still kind of like.
And Sonic was able to understand that. He was like, hey, like, no, we just gotta.
No, I like that Sonic actually also able to like see like Like he
with
was like one of the only
experience, 'cause he
people that
had-
you see like I mean any like relics of Maria and Shadow. So he like still got his own little like. It wasn't just like him saying, "Oh, this is what Maria would have wanted," while he don't know Maria in the slightest. He's like he still saw some things of Maria.
Yeah, but he
He's
also
like,
because he
was
understands.
Like, he was just an innocent girl that probably died with him. So like he got that understanding. And with Tom, you
because
really got
he
a
lost
better
Longclaw,
understanding.
so he knew.
Oh, also
God
that
damn,
too,
like
It would've
I
made
lost
feel like-
someone too. I know living with pure hate and frustration. So as much as people might meme about his Saints on no Jutsu, didn't feel like it, you know.
It really didn't. I didn't feel like it part of the But
Because
it
they were
felt like
actually
that.
able to,
I
like,
felt like
relate
something
to it.
genuine that would happen between them. Like if that
Yeah.
route didn't go, it wouldn't feel right. Like I felt like that was the only right route for what happened. There's a lot of things where it's like a lot of shows or movies where it's like if the Talk No Jutsu didn't happen, it still would have felt.
It would just
right.
be
Like,
different.
It still would have felt like, oh yeah, I understand why he didn't talk to him. I understand why he killed him or whatever. But it's like, well, here it's like I just wouldn't. It just wouldn't feel right if you like would have kept going with what he was doing. So I was like, yeah, the Talk No Jutsu was nice. It also like felt right that Shadow got to understand. 'Cause, I mean, even like after like he got spoken to, he was like, yo, bro, they did it to Maria though.
It's like I lost someone that close to me. I'm just gonna.
Man,
So
obviously
just
the
gonna
time
let
he
that go?
did talk about White Claw or whatever.
He's like, nah, like
I guess.
that's not what she would want.
No, obviously, yeah, and also like,
He's like, I
being
understand it,
with
but she wouldn't
Maria's
want
like
this.
what type of person she was. It was obviously easy for him to understand. Like, yeah, obviously she didn't want this, bro. She didn't want this.
She wants you to help the people, you know, not kill everyone.
Yeah.
Which obviously I know always happens in everything in these scenes, but it's an important scene for him, you know, it's an important like growth for Shadow all the time.
Yeah, no, it did not like that's the thing. It just didn't feel forced at all. Like I feel like that was the only correct route for what happened. And then fucking Gerald, bro. The way he went out was so hilarious to me, bro.
Dude, I was not.
I just wasn't expecting.
I wasn't expecting him to die, to be honest.
No, I was not expecting.
I wasn't expecting him to die.
But yeah, because number one,
he
him
was,
dying,
like,
number one,
locked up
caught
or
me off
whatever.
guard completely. But number two, it was just
It
like
was just random.
it was just
and
what happened. Like
hysterical.
he got hit somehow. Like, how did he get hit? Was it
Because when he dropped Eggman,
Yeah.
Sonic, Tails and Knuckles came through and it flew him up, and he took the hair that he had from Sonic
the
that turned
zapped him,
Super
yeah.
Sonic and zapped him on his ass.
Yeah, bro, straight hair to
And
the
he
butt
flew
cheek.
him up.
Because like I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking he just put straight hair to his butt cheek and made him fly away. Then as he flies away, all I hear, and he's gone. I was like, am I bugging?
I was like,
Am I bugging?
I was like, dude, what? It was so funny.
Yeah, I was like, it was hilarious, but I just like, bro, like I wasn't mad that he died there. It was like, you know, it just felt right. Everything felt right about what happened, whatever. Even him catching the body didn't feel like it was like weird for it to be in that movie. I mean, I feel like they set the tone from the beginning for it to be like, whereas this
100%.
obviously it's a kid franchise, so they're gonna keep it kid. Like, you know, this is some dark shit. That's
Not
gonna happen
realistic.
randomly.
Yeah. Like kids literally dying and shit, you know?
No, literally blown up. Luckily not gunned down. I mean, unluckily, but.
And and another thing I really liked, Rainer reference, was when Maria and Shadow were watching that movie. It kind of looked like the Bio Lizard. I thought that was
You mean
really
Godzilla?
cool. When we were watching it, it looked like the Bio Lizard in a way. So I thought that was a cool little reference that they did.
Yeah, and then I also like the obviously Shadow seemed like, you know, the way they hate on the aliens. And then Maria seeing that,
They're
it
like,
was
do they
just
think
kinda like, yeah.
on that way?
Yeah, and because obviously, like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, like, he really understands that he's an alien or whatever. But also, he explained later, it's like, how these humans look at me, it's like crazy, bro. Like, they look at me the same way they look at Godzilla. Ain't that like, I mean, it was because it was like, I saw them like doing the what's it called? They're like little tests on him or whatever. Like they were checking his heartbeat.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, him getting like that understanding of the feeling. It was nice or whatever.
For him to feel like he's not just like a test subject or some monster.
Yeah.
It was a great feeling.
But yeah, he wouldn't have been there without Maria. You could really see that too. I like that. And then, there you go, man. It just Okay.
And then when he played Live and
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Learn.
exactly.
Oh
Mhm.
my god. Same with Editor Soul. Them doing the iconic pose of Sonic and Shadow, but having it in super form. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. I'm definitely showing it. But it was just so fantastic. Cinema. That's all I have to say. Absolute cinema. And yeah, just keep on watching. Never forget that part, bro. Because it was like, alright, like, because they were like, they saw the ship and like, alright, you ready to save the world pretty much? He was like, yeah. And the fact that they made the joke about Sonic having that gotta go fast reference as it goes super, then you hear the guitar in the background, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, because literally, because right before that, when he like, when Sonic took Shadow's arm and like helped him stand up on the moon, I was like, low-key kid, like, just because of the dynamic that they have in the games, I was like, I hope they're not too friendly with each other, like they like good friends or some shit. But even like when they were about to like fight together, he was like, yo, bro, don't get in my way, bro. Lock it, man.
He was like, yeah, don't get in my way. You know,
like, I feel like how they still kept that out of it. It's in like little competition. Like, if Shadow was like, I feel like Shadow can't hate Sonic anymore. Like in a movie, you can't hate him in the franchise, but like he could definitely. I understand why. If Shadow were to come back and like talk or interact with Sonic again, he's like, yo, bro, you're mad annoying. Like I messaged you, but you're mad annoying, bro. What type of person you're. I know they kept that like that. No, I first like when he stood up on the moon, I was like, damn, they're really gonna be like good friends or whatever. And it's like, obviously I'm gonna accept it for what it is, but it's like I look at want to see a good real rivalry out of it too. I just still got to in the end, I'm still gonna see that.
And then I think it was cool having them, even though it was just against the robots, having them show together their power of working together was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Even though obviously because the two differences having working together like that was so cool.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, personally, I've never seen two supers work together like that. Especially, I mean, it looked that cinematic too. I don't know if there's a game where they like there's two super. Has there been a game there was two supers at the same time? I literally
06.
Was it in 06?
They had in 06 they had the Sonic, Shadow, and Soul all go.
Oh really?
I don't remember exactly how that boss fight goes. I was like, little kid just seeing that stuff because obviously I was too young. But I remember seeing that scene so many times with them all going super and be like, cinema, you know, as a little kid and shit.
I was just. I mean, yeah, because I mean, that.
But I think technically you will like switch between the characters. I think it was cool. I was so like glad they did that.
Yeah, they did it perfectly. I like how they like wasn't like. They didn't just like let Shadow like. I mean, because there was a thing they could have did where it was like Sonic be like, all right, now chill back. I'm gonna go save the world, but you know, Shadow tried to like get in and was like, I don't know, just like watching them fight together. Yeah. So you didn't feel like it didn't really feel forced. That
spears.
Oh my spears, bro.
I know it was quick and simple, but the fact
I didn't think they were gonna do it at all. I didn't know that was like really canon.
And be like, hey, he has chaos energy, so don't forget that. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. Cause I thought the Chaos Spear was something that came from like Doom or whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. You know, just except that it's not in here or whatever. You know, that's something that's in. But like when I saw him do it, I was like, yo, my bugger is that Chaos Spears? And he really like he sent the motherfucker out too like that. It was crazy, bro.
I was just like wanting to use Chaos Control. I was like, that's probably something you can't just learn off rip. You know, I feel like that's probably. In general, obviously I know in a game he does it, but in general it's like I would rather him see like, not like he has to do some like training art for it, but I think it'd be cool for him to like learn it like in some type of fight or something.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, because you can tell like Shadow was very like advanced from the beginning. Just like I guess you say, oh, how do you get advanced? Like, get off the dick, bro. Get off the dick.
Let's be honest.
Come on, bro. Even when what's his name introduced him, bro, he was like, he found a light form.
I was like, the light form. I was like, they gotta say it. I was like, they gotta say it. Yeah, there's no way they don't say it in light form. At least once.
I love the way they did it, bro. It's, Robotnik. I seen Robotnik or Eggman, Tails, and Knuckles try to pull the thing and hit the moon, bro. That was so surreal to me. I saw him hit the moon. I was like, yo, they actually did it? So I was in my head, I'm thinking like, you know, the gravitational pull, and there's reasons why there's like, if the Earth lost its moon, it's like, no, we wouldn't really be able to live as well. But it was like seeing them still be able to hit it and like, you know, just go on with it. Really give a damn. It was just nice to see like they actually like feel like they should just went through with it and like they got that really piss on the moon. Like I know they did that for Snapcube, I don't care. Like they didn't do that for the lore, they did that for Snapcube.
I think they also really, I hope they really did it also for the Hot Topic, the joke that they did.
No, I mean, yeah, it was
I really hope
jokes
that's
that
also
they
what
said. I
they
know it
did,
was a Hot Topic, the pissing on the moon, and there's something else that they did. And I was like, yo, bro, this is purely a love letter to Snapcube right here.
I hope so, and I think it'll be cool if they like notice it. It's not like the movie has to like call them out and be like, "Yeah, here's Snapcube, like we did this in case you didn't know, we did this reference for you." Like, I think it's just cool in general for us like Sonic geeks and everything there.
No, because it's just some jokes that is just like there's no way you didn't do that. Yeah, I mean, with the Hot Topic alone, it's just like obviously that's something you can come up with yourself, but like, come on. Yeah, I got that from Snapcube. We all know that's a Snapcube thing. Come on. And then after hitting the moon, Robotnik dying. I feel like he didn't die, which I'm very okay with. I hope he didn't. Cause I'm kind of like, if they did it perfectly, yes. So like, I mean, usually whenever he died, it was obviously when he died, it was obviously clear that he wasn't gonna be dead for long, or he wasn't actually dead. He wouldn't be gone for long. But it was like with this one, it's like you can like.
And this one they made it.
Yeah, it really like feel like you really got to
evaporates.
feel like he died, but at the same time. Number one, when Knuckles surviving, like obviously you kind of get like if they like he saved Dirt or he saved Eggman, like nobody gonna be like question that, bro. He saved Eggman, he survived. How did he? But also there's but it gives a good segue for Eggman to no longer be. I mean, like he's like been the main antagonist in multiple ways. I mean, obviously Shadow didn't end up being the main antagonist. I mean, I guess Eggman didn't either at the end, but like he still was like a main antagonist for most. I mean, for like all three movies, really.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's like to finally like let him rest, but still give him a segue to be in the franchise is nice. Like he's still probably gonna. He's gonna come back, bro. Jim Carrey.
I think it's something about way he might come back.
I mean, I won't even. I'm not even gonna get into the post credit scene. I mean, the post credit scene. Yeah. But
it's just Act 3 part 100% talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. There was one reference I really wish they did just for the jokes of it. Is that in Sonic Adventure 2, because in Sonic Adventure 2, like Shadow, like it's the same thing like how you think like Shadow dies and everything for like protecting everything from the arc. And then Sonic goes like Sayonara Shadow the Hedgehog. Like I thought it would have been funny if he did that too.
Oh,
not like funny, but it's just the fact that they did the other like reference.
Yeah, they did another one, right?
Like, I think
what was it? It was
It was in a. Remember, it was like you talk about a low budget flight.
Oh,
like I think because that's how Sonic Adventure 2 starts. When you do a hero story, so I think it would be cool if they ended it like that with another Sonic Adventure 2 reference. But I can also see why they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm not like blaming them for not doing it.
They did that movie perfectly, bro. She was crazy. After, I mean, obviously you got to see the fucking henchman get his final little wrap up, bro. Like he finally got to be fucking acknowledged by gang.
Yeah.
I like that. And then, I mean, really, it was just like Knuckles and Tails. Like I mean, it's just shit when you're having, cause like I wanted them to make sure that Sonic was still the main character. But then they also have to do a lot for Shadow. I mean, number one, he's the main antagonist for most of the movie. He's an important person to the story. Number one, it's Shadow. Number four, it's Keanu Reeves. Like, you got to do a lot with him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like they still figured out how to, like, while keeping Tails and Knuckles in the background, it still felt important to the movie in so many ways. It's like...
And doing their own
things. Of course, yeah. Obviously, like, Knuckles, like, at one part, like, his whole thing in the plan, like his whole part in the plan was break their glass just in case.
Crazy shit.
But like, you know, obviously in the end, I mean, like once that part, when it came to him doing it, like that was very important, obviously, because like, I mean, they would have been stuck. They would have lost it if it wasn't for Knuckles there. And there was a lot of moments like that where it's like, without Knuckles and Tails, Sonic would have Sonic's ass would have been grass. I don't know what to tell you.
Some of it
He
packed
would have
up.
fish
I
stick
give a lot.
pride, bro. Like, what are you talking
Some
about?
of it been packed up.
Yeah, I feel like how they were still very important throughout the entire movie. You know, everyone just felt like important in their own way. From Tom to Maddie. I just thought about Maddie when they were getting on the fucking, when she was getting on the ambulance with Tom. And they were just staring at it was just so awkward the way they were just staring at each other.
The way they just stared, I was like, okay.
It was like you gotta say something like a don't make bad choices. Don't do
the only like interesting part.
Yeah,
Interesting. I was like, this is.
It was just so awkward. I don't know. It's
It
like
caught me off guard.
I don't know if they like cut out a line or something. It was just like I don't know if Sonic's supposed to say
don't know
something.
what
They
they
just like
did.
cut it out. I don't know, bro. It was just that one. But it was like even if it felt like every character was like important. So obviously like. In retrospect, you could have had them not do the whole Tom and Maddie breaking in thing, but I feel like it was still, for me, I feel like it was still like greatly needed. Like I like that out of that, and it like still let them feel important in some type of way without like forcing it. You know, it was just like a choice they made, but it wasn't a forced choice to still make them important.
And honestly, I know as much. Obviously, it's a Shadow movie as one that's only way, and he wanted to show. I think the fact that he had such a big growth on Shadow in one movie is really impressive.
Because I mean, literally, they're balancing.
Like for him being
so
like, hey, I want
many,
to kill everyone.
Yeah, bro, they're
to
balancing
like,
so
I'm ready to
many
sacrifice for
characters.
Earth.
And like, I mean, because they're balancing like 2 new characters, a bunch of characters that they still have developing and whatever, and then like Shadow alone, that's a whole Sasuke arc, bro. Like that's the fact that they were still able to get that through like one movie, it's like, and then do it like without like rushing it or making it feel awkward or whatever, like forced. They did that nicely, bro.
Yeah, for him to, in the matter of like an hour and a half, really, because obviously, a lot of times, not a lot of times, but a good amount of times where it's, Shadow isn't on the screen, obviously. For them to do it in like, say like an hour and a half or so to show us half a growth.
Yeah.
For him to be like, I wanted to, destroy the Earth to like, I will sacrifice my life for Earth. It's so cool.
Yeah, it just like you got to easily see like, because it wasn't even like a switch, like it's something that really triggered a switch between I do and I don't, or I wanted to destroy the Earth and now I don't. It was just kind of like, even while he wanted to destroy the Earth, you could understand exactly why he wanted to, but at the same time you could see the remorse of what him not wanting to, and you still understand why he wouldn't want to, because like the type of person Maria was or whatever. So it's just like that was nicely done there. And then I think then it just kind of ends and circles back to the race, right? After like the whole death, like the supposed
I also
death.
really liked how they had an Eggman go out in a way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
Him being able to go out that way, because like he went out that way, but he's still like oh, now he's our hero. They even like try to make it seem like he was like heroic to the end. It was still like,
because he was still like,
so I'm saying like he was like doing it because he didn't want to
quirky
destroy the
dumb
Earth,
jokes.
and he was still doing dumb jokes, like doing his little thing. But it's like when he comes back, hopefully, when he comes back at some point, when he's like on some evil shit, it's like it's not gonna feel like, oh bro, but you just saved the Earth. Like everything just made sense, and it's like it's still gonna make sense for the character once they're really back to what they were or whatever. And then obviously the race, right? And then, the race. I like how
which obviously is a great comeback.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, because at first, when I saw the first race, I was like, something feels off though. Like I feel like I saw something differently in the trailer. And then when that second race came out, I was like, with the Knuckles breaking through the thing, and then Tails, what's he called? With his little, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, they hitting this. Everyone, bro, it just felt perfect.
Which is also, I know we keep on talking about Tails. Tails was like one of my favorite characters.
Literally, that's what I'm saying. 'Cause literally, I was just complaining that, whereas I saw something I don't know if somebody else complained about it on YouTube or something, but it was like, I think someone said something about like Tails didn't like feel really important, or he didn't feel like, he just like literally felt like a little sidekick or whatever. And it's like when you have two people like Sonic has a little trio. It's not even like just a duo. So like having Tails feel like a sidekick while Knuckles is still there too, and he doesn't really feel like a sidekick. It feel like it just felt awkward. So like now having Tails actually feel like he's his own character and more than just like some sidekick, which is nice.
Yeah, like especially the part where like Tails was like when Sonic was falling through space at the Ghost Super, and Tails was literally like, now you know what to do.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he was locked.
Tails like locked in,
like he was ready to be like.
And even that you say like, oh, but Tails didn't get to fully save him in the end. But like you can see like. He really sat there trying to like that's a little guy, bro. Like yeah, he tried, bro, and then
like, that's a bro.
And then it makes sense as to why like he wouldn't be able to do it as Knuckles. Knuckles is all muscle, 1,000,000% muscle. Am I saying? but nah, yeah, this was that and what's it called? Tails is I mean I kind of feel like I can't say development because he didn't really develop, but it was just like. I just like how I don't know how they did it exactly, but he just still felt more important than he ever did in anything else I've seen him in.
Yeah.
At least in the movies, I mean. And then, I mean, obviously, shout out to Knuckles. Idris Elba ate that up. You know what I'm saying? He fucking ate that up. I mean, yeah. I mean, it was just everything was just done perfectly, bro. Like, I literally can't complain, bro. And I love that.
Yeah, I have no complaints with it.
Like you can nitpick many tiny things where it's just like, yo, eat a dick, grow up.
That's about it.
But it's like, but at the same time, it's like they just did it perfectly, bro. Like I couldn't ask for that movie to be done any differently than it was done already.
You know, that movie was like what I would want it to be. Plus
no, literally, it was just things I could even out throughout the entire thing. It was still like. Many parts that like obviously like still surprised me. I was like, oh, this is actually gonna happen. Oh, this is happening. And it's just like, yeah.
And also, if I'm not wrong, I think this is the first time we've seen Super Shadow in any media in like almost 20 years. I saw.
And then they did it perfectly. They gave him so much justice for it too, bro.
Like I think the last time we saw him was in Sonic X, if I'm not wrong. That like little anime cartoon thing that they did, which I think came out like 06 or so maybe.
That was
almost 20.
That was like
it could have been because because Adventure 1 came out. Adventure 2 came out when we were in 01, so we weren't even fucking born yet.
Oh, so it came out 01. I thought it came out 06.
Yeah,
no, Sonic 06 is what came out.
Bro, I don't know why I mix those two in my mind so much, bro. So many different Sonics, bro. But then that, and then yeah.
The fact that I'm so glad I did it for I was gonna miss for all of it.
I mean, yeah, I
could have said that. I missed the start of it.
It's just
like, no. Just the fact that I literally.
Yeah, no, when you were gone, because like literally the credits were rolling slowly, and then randomly it just felt like you know how there's usually a lot of credits or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just like randomly, like as there was like a bunch of names coming down, it just suddenly shifted to like where you where you know the credits are about to end. Like they have like a specific amount of stuff like at the bottom, like the other credits are ending. It was switching to that, and I was like, yo, bro, he just left to go to the bathroom. Like he literally just left.
I was looking at Taylor, bro. I was like, alright, I gotta pee. I got time. I'm gonna be chilling. And the little by the time I come back, I hear like, I'm like, am I hearing like explosions or something? So I'm like running back, bro. And I'm like, oh my god, did I see fucking metal damn Sonic on the screen?
Because to give an explanation, bro, it was just literally like they did it like obviously the race, they do the race and then it cuts. But no, nothing.
Because they still showed it like in an area.
Yeah, because he was doing he literally went from him like it ended with Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic doing the race, and then it goes to credits, and then literally it picks up right where Sonic he runs in, and it says like it's like a little like wooden sign, and it says like New York State, yada yada, and then Sonic's like, so I overshot the finish line, and then all of a sudden he's like I overshot the finish line, and all of a sudden you see red eyes, and I'm sitting there like, that ain't Silver, right? And that ain't, I was like, that ain't doing Silver like that. And then I was like, that can't be 80 because Amy don't have red eyes for sure. And then it was just like, yeah, and all of a sudden you can hear like the metallic noise. I was like, yo, is that Metal Sonic? And it's just like, he just kind of stands up or whatever, and it's like, he just like instantly starts, I think he like did like Target Detective Blue Hedgehog, and then he instantly starts throwing hands, that's when you got
And the fact that it was multiple.
Yeah. When I saw there was multiple, that caught me off by surprise. I usually, obviously with Metal Sonic, I would just think that, one person, that's just Metal Sonic or whatever.
Yeah.
But having multiple,
I was
it was a
thinking,
nice
like,
little
yeah, like in realistically, you always make another.
Yeah, of course,
Sonic,
yeah.
right? But for them to make like all those clones, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would love for them to like really delve into like all those clones of Metal Sonic and
I
like
hope so. That'd be awesome.
and then just like have like one kind of
I
like
think that'd be
main
good.
leading Metal Sonic that ends up staying throughout the rest of the franchise.
that ends up being like that could end up being like a Neo Metal Sonic or
Oh,
something.
yeah,
You know?
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he I feel like you should like let one of them become Neo Metal Sonic, and then like after he's destroyed, obviously they got to do their little like he's destroyed, but guess what? His light just came on. Oh, yeah. His light
Something
just came
like
on, so
that.
you let him be like the main Metal Sonic out of all the little clones. That'll be nice or whatever. And then what's it called? And Amy, bro. Cause when Metal Sonic, I was like, they can take a route of obviously bringing Amy in, which everyone was saying, or they could do some like Android arc shit where it's like I'm here to save you from that
Metal Sonic
Sonic. I was like, I didn't know what they would do, and then I see the hammer. I was like, well, I mean, I thought I see the cloak. I saw the cloak, and I was like, wait, who that? And then the hammer. I was like, even when she took the thing down, like, also, another thing, I was like, how are you gonna make this hedgehog look?
You just see the pink. You just see the pink blur, and you're like, oh my god. As soon as you see it, obviously everybody knows. People are a bunch of people, but
there was a guy, one of the guys, the geeks that was there. I heard him go, oh! Like he just like got like shot or something, bro. I was like, looks like that, huh? He literally it was just a random. I was like, it's like that? It's like that what it is?
So the fact to see Amy like that, and the fact that you can tell that it's still like early development with a lot of stuff because she didn't say anything, so they're still like choosing.
And they did that.
Someone to voice her.
I feel like they
I
did
thought that was cool.
Or they need to be her to go to like. I feel like it still leaves it like ambiguous as to exactly why she saved them, why she's there. They could take so many routes to go for Sonic 4, and it's just like having her not speak in that moment. It just gives them a lot of room.
Because I was expecting, if anything, they'll only introduce technically like one character, like
and
Amy
then
or Silver.
when we got Metal Sonic, I was like, okay,
like,
that's a post credit. That's different. I didn't expect Metal Sonic at all right now. And then all of a sudden, I'm seeing what's it called? Amy save him.
I'm
like, oh, we're going like we're going with it like that. It was just
like I think that's awesome.
That was really something, bro.
And then obviously, and then we wait for the credits to roll because obviously we saw everyone else and we were like, we have time.
I'm saying, yeah, we literally sat there. We're like, okay, let's leave now. We gotta go. So we leave. I go back. I left my phone. I go back to my phone. Everyone's still sitting there. Then we leave again, and we stand there for like a minute, and we're like, yo, yeah, literally, we stand there for a minute, and I'm like, we're like, it wouldn't hurt to stay and see though. So then we stayed and see, obviously, and then we had to go back, and so after we did, coming in, obviously, like if we could have seen that on YouTube, it's perfectly fine. But it was just like being able to see like Shadow Step, like while we're still in that like that initial high of it. It's like seeing Shadow Step right back in.
I forgot to mention for him taking the bracelets off is so cool. Because the only other time you really see that I think was in 06, and then that like he takes it off, just goes crazy.
Oh really?
Like, and everything. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. It's like him. I mean, for me, watching him take them like bracelets off, I was like, oh yeah, he's taking his Rock Lee weights off. Oh, we're up.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I'll tell you that. That's what it felt like, man. Like,
so for him like picking that up, for some reason like I figured obviously it would be him picking it up, but for some reason like there was a slight mind on I had. I was like, what if he like comes up from the ground?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I was thinking he was about to like rise from the ground, just grab the little bracelet, just like hand first from the ground and grab. Yeah.
I was like, obviously it's not like a horror aspect. I was like, we're not gonna do that in some kid movie.
Like,
it's interesting, That's.
I mean, but like after all them fly swatting Gerald out, I was like, anything could happen at this point. Anything could happen. But it was just that happening, and then what's it called? I mean, I just like how because obviously, bro, Shadow was coming back. He ain't died, bro. But I just like that they didn't try to like leave it ambiguous. Oh, the shadow died. The shadow. I feel like
They
the
were
only
like,
person that
so-
needed to leave ambiguous, like they could bring Gerald back, but I feel like they should just leave him gone. I feel like he served his purpose.
Nah,
and the story
Gerald
did
is
him perfectly.
gone, bro. Fucking he
I mean, yeah,
he's
that's what I'm
gone.
saying, but, like, I feel like they could do some BS and try to. I feel like they shouldn't though. They should leave him where he is. They did him perfectly. They did him justice for his character, perfect character, whatever. And then like Eggman, I feel like there's a chance that Eggman won't come back just because of Jim Carrey, but at the same time, it's like there's so much room for him to, and it'll be like fine. It won't be rushed. It won't feel forced. And like oh, we just want Jim Carrey back.
Because obviously we're showing Metal Sonic. We need to know
Because
how
and then that's
created.
another thing. Like Metal Sonic, I'm not the hugest Sonic nerd, but I'm a Sonic nerd. Eggman made Metal Sonic, if I'm not bugging, right? Or Gerald, one of the two, right?
It was definitely robotic from what I know. And from growing up, it was always robotic.
Yeah, the Gerald, right?
No, it was always regular Eggman.
Oh, it's Eggman,
I
right? Yeah,
robotic.
Eggman.
Yeah.
So I was saying, I remember I can't even remember why, but I just remember like seeing one of those two. It was a fat bald man made him, and I knew that for sure. It had to be one of them. So I'm like, Gerald's dead. Sure, I hope, but Eggman, like, honestly, I just wonder how they'll do it. I feel like with Gerald or with Egg coming away, they saw that Eggman was obviously after like he came back from whatever, like from his loss or whatever in Sonic 2, he was down bad. I mean, just eating burritos and watching soap operas, yada yada. So I'm like, I feel like he just can't have made that. What's it called? That
He
Metal
didn't have a
Sonic
piece of hair.
current
The
time.
only time he got the piece of hair was hold on. So I mean, theoretically,
I'm saying
he could have
because
had,
like that's a
the Metal
perfect
Sonic's
segue
prepared.
for what's it called? Like they do something like futuristic where it's like, yeah, in the future, Eggman came back. He still had your little super hair, or he had your little hair, so he was able to do this with Metal Sonic. He like figured out how how like clone stuff happening. So he was like, I'm gonna make a metallic version of you in the future, and he like literally wins. So like he like, I feel like if they could do something cool where it's like Amy and Silver pop back to save the timeline type shit. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like they could like do it and still make it different than the whole Dragon Ball way.
And still make it, and still make it good.
It's like give it its own like little spark that's not like, oh yeah, I'm just watching the Sonic version of Dragon Ball.
But yeah, you got any final thoughts? Any little theories you thinking of?
I can't wait for Sonic 4.
Yes, it is confirmed that it is.
Yes, I need that.
Which is amazing.
Take their time. I mean, I'll say as much as I want it right now, take your time, bro. You ate up.
100%.
I'll watch Sonic 3 if I got to. You need the money from Paramount, I'll buy it. But obviously we said our theories. I mean, I feel like it's a great segue for some future shit with Silver and like Amy. If they say like it's do something, I feel like it's weird for Amy to just pop up or whatever and be like, oh yeah, I saw you around the same way Tails did. I feel like it's just like we already saw Tails do it. Like, I've seen you around, so I decided to show my face, and we see what happened when Knuckles come in. So I feel like in my mind right now, the only way for Amy to be there at that moment and not make it weird as to like, where were you this whole time, while all three of us are like popular with the government chilling around, you just kind of pulling up in a cloak or whatever. I mean, I guess you could still be like, obviously seeing you three save the world on whatever is like, obviously I want to show myself now, like I've been watching you. But at the same time, I feel like it'd be a perfect segue for like, she'd be like, yo, I came from the future with Silver, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get it right. Like, you a hero in my time, and I'm a fangirl. You obviously know how
you didn't
Amy
make
feels
it or
about
some shit.
Like yeah, it's like she got to like, yeah.
That would be, I would have liked that if Amy was, not that I don't mind her like addiction, I guess, to Sonic in some of the media, but I don't want it to be too heavy.
Yeah, I want it to be like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want it to like, she idolizes him because he's like a hero in her time. But obviously, with her coming back in time and saving him, it's not going to be like the idolization that she has for him. So it's just like, yeah, she messed with him heavy. She might even like him, but it's like, it still won't be like a simp, like some anime shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's really it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's all I could.
I'm saying, I mean, Sonic 4, I don't need to see nothing. At the end of the trip, like, I just need to show some cool stuff, show Amy, the main people. You don't even got to show Shadow for a little bit. Let him have his own little thing with himself. Maybe even throw Knuckles that way if you need to. Like, just to have, like, Sonic, Amy, and Tails for this one if you really want to. I kind of went the big four, though. I kind of went the big four. But, nah, yeah. But then they didn't do that. And it's just, like, at the very end of the trailer, you should show, and meet my friend.
He does a look. Yes, Silver.
Yeah.
We see the gloves.
Yes, Silver.
We see the telekinetic
Yes,
power.
bro.
Only thing I would say, if I wouldn't mind Shadow not being in the fourth movie.
Yeah,
I want him
like,
to have his own project.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like
show.
For Shadow, leave him out of the fourth movie. Even if they have to mention him, like, oh, we may need help. Where's Shadow? Shadow's doing this right now.
Shadow's
and then that might
thing.
he's doing his own thing, and then that shows like. I mean, cause you could even cause obviously they want to have a Shadow Knuckles thing. So if they do that as Shadow's story, I want it to still be in a way where it's like, if they do that, that was a past thing, and Shadow's still dealing with that right now, or doing his own thing right now, which is why Knuckles is here now and not with Shadow at this very moment type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, just to have like Shadow, cause I feel like I just feel like it wouldn't, cause like obviously like every time like they had another person come in, they like brought him into the main script, like with Knuckles and Tails, yada yada. I mean, which is like they should, but I feel like Shadow is just like, since he's like not one of the main cast members that you would see with Sonic
his own
day by
team.
day. Yes, I'm saying like he has his own little team. So like, let him like, you could let Knuckles and Shadow go do some crazy stuff, meet Rogue and whoever he needs to meet, or like the what's the robot guy?
Omega.
Yes, you meet them, and then Knuckles is like, hey bro, you got your own little team now. Peace out. And then he goes back to the Team Sonic, and then he's like, yo, Knuckles doing things with Rogue and Omega. I'm here with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah. Like, so when they be like, yo, where's Shadow? He could help us out. It's a good reason as to why he's not there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but that's it, man. If you're watching this movie, or if you're watching this before you watch the movie, number one, you don't need to take a chance.
You had your warning
on us to watch the movie, bro. Watch the fucking movie. I don't know what to tell you.
100%.
Go watch the movie. You shouldn't even need me to tell you like that movie was good. That movie's good, bro. You should watch the trailer and see that movie's good. But go watch that movie, bro. But yeah, y'all came here for the spoiler talk review part, bro. Come on, bro. And yes, that movie was a hit.
Y'all were expecting it.
I'm saying.
It's definitely my movie of the year. I'll tell you that. I want to see that shit again.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I see.
Until next time, y'all.
See y'all in the next one. Word.
Deuces.
Whoa, hey Vicky, you should meet me in the city. Hey, whoa, hey Vicky, tell me what made you so pretty. Hey, whoa, hey Vicky, think about you got me dizzy. Hey, whoa, hey Vicky, you without me is a pity. Hey, whoa,
hey Vicky, you should meet him in the city. Hey.